are, just a couple of weeks since the big presidential election of 2024, a pretty substantial election across the board, with Republicans actually taking control of all of the three main parts of government: the U.S. House, the U.S. Senate, as well as the White House. But we've also heard a lot about all of these nominations coming down to really fill out President-elect Trump's cabinet. And there are three agencies that are really important to our industry that we wanted to talk about, because I'm sure everyone's been seeing it in the headlines as to, well, what does this mean for us? What does it mean for our different sectors of our industry? And so we wanted to take a little bit of time to really sort of dive a little deeper, not too deep, into each of the nominees and why they matter to our industry. So I think the first one we want to tackle, and this is the one that is always sort of top of mind especially for our performance side of the industry, and that is the EPA and Lee Zeldin, who is the nominee for the head of the Environmental Protection Agency.
Former Congressman Lee Zeldin, who formerly represented Long Island in Congress, was someone who was an ally of the industry during his 4 terms in Congress. And we're really optimistic and seems excited to be supportive of Mr. Zeldin's nomination to be administrator of the EPA.
How do you think he'll approach the EPA? Because it's, look, there's always this push and pull of everybody wants clean air, clean water, clean environment, but we also want a fair playing field. So how do you see Lee Zeldin playing in that role?
Yeah, I think Lee Zeldin will be a breath of fresh air to the EPA. Somebody who is pragmatic, cares about the environment, but is going to do so in a reasonable and rational way. That means regulations that are helpful, maintain a strong business climate. I think for our industry, we're going to have a sympathetic partner there.
Great. That's great news. So then the next one is Department of Interior. This is obviously big for our off-road community and the access to our public lands. So tell us a little bit about Governor Burgum.
Well, speaking of change, Governor Doug Burgum, currently governor of North Dakota, this is really going to be a breath of fresh air. We've seen the Biden administration close down public lands everywhere from Utah throughout the West. It's really been problematic. I think here we're going to have a partner that we can work with that's going to understand the importance of motorized recreation, not just as an activity, but also as an economic driver for rural communities throughout the U.S.
And then finally, Department of Transportation. We know this is going to be a big one for this administration, just because the Federal Highway Safety Administration's budget is going to be up for due in 2026. So Department of Transportation is really important for us. So we've got Sean Duffy coming in. Tell us a little bit about Sean.
Yeah, former Congressman Sean Duffy served a few terms in representing Wisconsin in the U.S. House of Representatives. Again, someone who was an ally of this industry. I think we're going to see somebody who respects and understands the importance of consistent regulation. Will do a good job of communicating with the regulated community. And we're excited because we're looking at advanced technology changing, and we're going to make sure that the aftermarket is represented in the decisions that are made by the Trump administration. This is a really strong pick for DOT Secretary, and we're excited about Secretary Duffy, presumptive Secretary Duffy, and his team around him.
Great. So what should we look at from a timing perspective? Because the new president hasn't taken office yet. So what's the kind of timing on all of this?
Sure. So the new session of Congress starts on January 3rd, but President Trump doesn't get it inaugurated until the 20th of January. So shortly after that, we'll see the committees of jurisdiction. So Senate Commerce for the Department of Transportation nomination, they will review these nominations. They'll do a hearing on it. And then a few weeks after that, they'll hold a vote. Then eventually the full Senate will vote on each nomination.
Great. Well, we're really excited about the 3 picks of President-elect Trump with these 3 agencies. And so we've already expressed our support and optimism, and we're very encouraged by these choices. And so we look forward to providing that support as they work through the nomination. Hopefully it won't be contentious, but things in Washington always find a way to be that way. But anyways, we look forward to being part of that discussion and also helping educate these cabinet secretaries on the issues that are important. Thankfully, we already have some folks that are already familiar with who we are and what we do for the U.S. economy and all of the jobs that we provide throughout this country. So we're really excited.